Hello everyone, Nicolette here with Gab-Nic Excelsior Nursing Tutoring Center. As you know, I am a nursing tutor, but I also am a student. I'm a nurse practitioner student. I just graduated in December and I am preparing for my state boards. So I decided that I wanted to go through the process of what I do as a student preparing for an exam so that it can be mimicked through other exams that you might be taking. So I will be going through the whole course of studies as I do my nurse practitioner, studying for my boards. So right now I am reviewing this book here, which is Family Nurse Practitioner Certification Intensive Review. It is AJN. It's a 2015 edition. So I usually tell people I really don't care which edition that I'm covering, as long as it's understandable, it's clear for me to read, and I can understand it, okay? Because a lot of times when they change editions, it's the same thing. So it really doesn't matter. Okay, so anyway, so I'm reading this book from the very beginning as if I don't know anything about NP, because I feel like maybe there are students who are not aware of what NP is, where to take the state boards, or what the state boards are, kind of like me. Okay, so let's go from the very beginning and let's read the facts. So you're going to see me read a lot, and I will look up, I will talk about what I read, what I understand, questions I might have, what I'm thinking about, and that helps us go through the information and we learn together. Okay, so these are the fast facts. It says background information. The ANCC and the AANPC usually release a new edition of their exam every 2 to 3 years. Furthermore, each exam edition has several versions of the exam that you are taking. Furthermore, each exam edition has several versions that are very similar to each other. The version of the exam that you're taking is assigned at random by the Prometric computer system. Exam format. Both exams are computer-based tests, CBTs, designed in a multiple choice format. So here we know that we don't take exams on paper anymore. So, I'm already aware of the dynamics as to how I'm going to be sitting, how I'm going to be, just how to get ready for a computer-based exam. Okay, one of the things that I know is I read very quickly, and so what I'm going to do as I read the questions is have a piece of paper and just like scroll on the screen so that I can slow my mind down as I read with my eyes. So it's a computer-based exam. The exam does not shut down automatically after you have earned enough points, as does the NCLEX exam. That's interesting. Each question has 4 answer options, and each option has only one answer. You will not see multiple answers for one option, such as both A and C are correct. There may be 1 to 2 case scenario questions that are followed by 2 questions per exam. That is good to hear, because it's a good thing and it's a bad thing, because the NCLEX, once you pass, that's it, you're done. So obviously they like to test you here, like you're taking the test for testing sake, not for passing sake. Okay. It's also good to hear that. It's not good, because like usually when you get a question and it says 2 things are true and one of them are not, then you can kind of rule that one already. So it kind of makes it a little harder that you have to actually think of each question, each answer separately. Okay, test content outline and reference list. The test content outline, TCO, is a list of the domains, major subject areas that will be on the exam. Both the ANCC and the AANPC provide the TCO on their website. It is important that you print out a copy of both these documents. Read each carefully and concentrate your studies on the designated topic areas. Okay, so I would have to go online and see what that is, because I really don't know. Next is total number of questions in time. The ANCC F&P exam, so that's the one I will be taking. I'm a family nurse practitioner. So taken on or before July 31st, 2013 here because this is a 2015 edition. There are 175 questions total. Only 150 questions are graded. So that's different from the NCLEX, which was the least is 75, and they can go up to like 200 and something. The exam contains 25 questions that are being evaluated for statistical data only, not graded. Same thing with the NCLEX. ANCC FNP exam taken on or before August 6th. There are 200 total questions. Only 175 questions are graded. The new exam contains 25 more questions than the older exam. So the format has changed. So there's no longer 175. There are 200 exams. So the first one was before July 31st, 2000, and the FNP exam is after August 6th, 2013. So since this is 2013 and we're 2020, I'm not sure if the format has changed. And that's the thing about buying older books, because then if there is a change, like the slight little changes, you might not know about it. But I have this book. I'm not going to change it and buy another one because these books are expensive. We're moving on. So total counted test time of 4 hours. Exam is 30 minutes long. So obviously you don't have to say the 4 hours. If you're done, and you can leave. Important note, the ANCC has scheduled a 5-day time period where there will be no FNP exams available. So August 1st through the 5th. I'm not sure. Maybe it's the same August 1st through the 5th, 2020. I don't know. These dates are usually to transition into the new FNP exam available starting on August 6th. So this year has to do with, because the fact that they said every 2 to 3 years they change the test around. So I don't know if this year is one of the years where they're changing. Moving on. ANPCP, FNP, and ANP exam. So that's not the one I'm taking. There are 150 questions. Only 135 questions are graded. The new exam contains the same number of questions as previous exams. There are 15 questions that are not graded. Total time, 3 hours. So mine is 4 hours. Computer tutorial. For both exams, each testing session starts with 10 to 15 minutes computer tutorial session. This time period is not counted as part of the testing time, which is good. It is free time. And when the tutorial time period expires, the computer will automatically start the exam, and the first question will appear on the screen. The countdown clock on upper corner of the screen will start counting down the time. The countdown clock will not stop for breaks, but if you need a break, inform the Prometric staff member who is monitoring the test exam. Watch the time clock closely, because when the allotted testing time expires, the computer will automatically shut down the exam. So that means you can't pause it? That's not good. Okay, like if you have a bathroom break that you need to take, like what do you do then? Interesting. Time allotted for exam. For both the ANCC and the AANPCC examination certification exams, each question is allotted about 60 seconds. That's 1 minute. If you find yourself spending too much time on one question, pick an answer, best guess, and move on to the next question. Never leave any question unanswered. If you guess correctly, it will get counted. If you leave it blank, it is marked as an error, 0 points. So you're not penalized for wrong answers. Sample exam questions. I highly recommend that you try the sample exams because they are very similar to the actual exam questions. The ANCC's sample exam is web-based and contains 25 questions. It can be taken at any time as desired at no charge, and it is scored every time. The AANPCP also has free questions, which are listed on the last 2 pages of their 2012 candidate handbook. Both the AANPCP and the ANCC may offer web-based practice for free. These practice exams can be taken several times. All of the exams have an expiration date. Comparing the ANCC versus the ANPCC exam. Here are questions we're answering. Number one, which board exam, certification exam is better? Both certifications are equally recognized as being from national specialty certifying bodies and are acceptable to governmental entities such as state boards of nursing, Medicare, Medicaid, and the Veterans Administration, as well as private health insurance plans. If you are a new graduate, it may be a good idea to speak to NPs as well as facility in your area to find out whether one certification is preferred over the other in your area of practice. In Canada, it is best to check with the governing board of the province where you plan to practice. Okay, so I thought like automatically FNP, I take the ANCC, but apparently I have a choice as to which one to take. So, I have to find out. Number two, what is the major difference between the two exams? The ANCC exam always has a longer number of non-clinical questions compared with the AANPCP exam. The ANCC markedly increases the percentage of non-clinical questions to 50% on the March 2010 version of the exam, but has decreased the number of non-clinical questions on the new FNP exam to 26%. So the ANCC has less clinical exams and markedly increased the percentage of non-clinical questions by 50%. Okay. The AANPCP has two major differences from the ANCC exam. The most important difference is the percentage of non-clinical examination questions. Students who have taken the exam through the years have consistently reported that there are few non-clinical questions on the exam. Another major difference between the two exams is the style of questions. The questions on the AANPCP exam are usually shorter in length compared to the ANCC's exam questions. I'm starting to think that I might be taking the AANPCP. We shall see. Number three, how many non-clinical questions will be in the new FNP exam? So the ANCC FNP exam, TCO, indicates that 26% of the questions are from non-clinical exam areas, but the total percentage is much higher. It may be closer to 28% of questions, 49 questions out of 175 graded questions. I arrived at this conclusion because some of the non-clinical topics, such as culture, are included under one of the clinical domains. This is the foundation of advanced practice domain. The AANPCP FNP exam, released in spring 2012, contains much fewer non-clinical questions than when it is compared to the ANCC's certification exams. However, the new adult gerontology nurse practitioner exam, AGNP, may contain a few more non-clinical items than their usual exam because of the gerontology related topics, nursing home. The exact percentage is unknown since it is not released to the public, but the trend over the years has been that the ANCC exams always contain a larger number of non-clinical questions compared with the AANPCP's exam. Number four, is it possible to take the exam at any time of the year? That's a good question. ANCC and AANPCP, you can take both certification exams at any time of the year. Whenever the prometric testing centers are open, they close only during major holidays. The majority of the prometric testing centers are open evenings and weekends. How do I apply for the ANCC or the AANPCP certification exam? Most test takers prefer to apply online, but first you must open an account on their websites. You can also apply by mail. The AANPCP charges an extra fee for mailed applications. All the application forms can be filled out and then saved on your desktop and printed. Another option is to download the form and fill it out by hand. If you apply by mail, do not forget to photocopy the entire content of your application package. Use a large brown envelope. You can use the U.S. Postal Service to mail your package, but I would recommend that you pay the extra fee for registered mail. Okay, now I know because I haven't mailed mine off yet. Number 6, how early can I apply for the certification exam? AANPCP. Both the ANCC and the AANPCP will allow nurse practitioner students to apply as early as the last semester of their program. In general, students usually apply a few weeks before they graduate. When you apply for the AANPCP early, you are required to submit an official copy of your current transcript, the interim transcript. The interim transcript is your most recent transcript. That contains all of the coursework that you have completed up till that date. When the official final transcript is released, either you are or your school registrar's office can mail it directly to the AANPCP. Early applications to the AANPCP can get approved as early as 2 to 3 weeks after graduation. So I actually requested my transcript via email. And so I received the email and then I forwarded it to them. ANCC. The ANCC will not process an application until payment has cleared and the application is completed. A completed application must contain all the required documents, including the official final transcript and the signed ANCC Validation of Advanced Practice Nursing Education form. Okay, we're going to end here. I don't want to make this video too long, and I will come back in a few with the remainder of the questions. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.